So I was actually in so much pain, I almost cancelled my appointment, but I'm so thankful that I didn't, and I met Tahnee that day and my life changed forever. So I'm a Zumba fitness instructor. I've been instructing for about 9 years. One day I managed to somehow pinch a nerve in my back, which didn't seem too bad, but by the end of the day I was unable to walk. The pain radiating down my right side, and it got hold of my knee. It felt like someone was trying to screw my kneecap off. So I pretty much wasn't able to walk. My leg went into spasms. The muscle spasms just went 24/7. They didn't stop, and it was excruciating. Went straight to the doctor. He recommended that I just rest and go on to fairly strong painkillers. I saw a physio who gave me exercises to do, but unfortunately I was unable to do them for my back because my leg, I couldn't stand, I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay down. So what he prescribed for me to do just wasn't happening. So they basically told me just to go home and rest. That's when a friend recommended Tahnee, and I actually walked in that day and everything changed. She was able to listen to where my pain was coming from, and rather than just treat what the textbook said, she treated my body. After the first treatment, the spasms ceased. Only for a short period of time, but they ceased. It gave me hope. It made me think, this woman's going to help me get back on my feet. The doctor had told me I wouldn't be able to teach for about 6 weeks. He said, in 6 weeks' time, we'll reassess you and see where we're at. That's not an option. I work for myself. This is my business. This is my livelihood. This is my life. These people depend on me to get out there and be there, being the best I can be. So I saw Tahnee every 3 days for the first few weeks, and every time she did something, it unlocked another piece of the puzzle. Another thing, another muscle or another trigger point just relaxed. After the first few weeks, I was actually really starting to see progress. I was actually able to sleep at night. My body was starting to respond. So around the 2nd week mark, I had another appointment with my physio. When I walked in, he was quite surprised to see how well I was actually walking. He did his treatment, which once again was just assessing me, rubbing a bit of mag cream on there, and he actually commented that I was 4 weeks ahead of where I should be at this time frame, and subsequently asked me, what else am I doing? So I said that I was getting dry needling from Tahnee, and his response was, it's working, keep going. I attempted to go back and teach my classes, obviously at a limited capacity. I was very, very weak on my right side. My muscles just weren't working in sync, and we were really conscious of not triggering the initial pinch in the back. So I took it very easily. I actually taught sitting in a chair, which my participants were very happy that I was just back. Tahnee continued to work on a weekly basis, sometimes every 3 days, until we stretched it out to weekly treatments. At the 6-week mark, I walked back into my doctor's office. He was quite surprised to see how healthy I was, and he said that I could start teaching. That's when I informed him I've been teaching for the last 4 weeks, and I'm currently back to about 90% capacity rate. Yeah, she's a miracle worker, that's all I can say.